welcome back to Previously On. Today we have probably my favorite guests that we've had so far. Lauren and Cameron, welcome to Previously On. Congratulations.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Obviously, Lauren and Cameron from season 1 of Love is Blind. They just recently had a baby Ezra.
Yay!
Woo! Yay for babies! Please tell us, what has parenthood been like for you guys?
Oh, parenthood has been beautiful. It has been amazing. It's been kind of hard. Lack of sleep. I mean, it's definitely a transition from our normal kind of loosey-goosey, do what we want lives to now this little person who our lives are structured around, but it is absolutely amazing. We're like, just every day it's like we're obsessed. We love it so much. So
it's funny how it gives you a crash course on your own life. It's like, okay, now you got to be more efficient with your time. Now you have to be more responsible in general. It's a good thing. Ultimately, it's a good thing, even though, you're kind of running on fumes and and all that. But, obviously the baby makes it all worth it by a landslide. Yeah.
Right. It makes all the stress worth it when you just look it down at their little face and you're like, oh,
I know, of course.
Oh my gosh. Did you plan on introducing Ezra to like the online space, or how are you guys kind of going to navigate? Now you guys are obviously in the limelight. Everybody knows who you are. Are you going to bring Ezra into that, or are you going to kind of keep it more private?
Well, we've kind of dipped our toes in the water in terms of introducing him. We haven't shown his face or anything like that. And, it's something I think we're still talking about on a regular basis, Lauren and I, like, how much do we want to share? Of course, that's been the thing. Our whole relationship is, you do have to keep some for yourself,
right,
of your relationship, your life. But, we also, sharing our life is a big part of what we do. So, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I think, excuse me, just to kind of piggyback off what he said, maybe eventually. Yeah, we're just enjoying. I mean, he's like a month old right now, so we're just in our little bubble. But I think that, you guys will definitely start to see glimpses of him, an ear here, a side profile there, a toe, and then maybe eventually we'll be like, just show his face. So, people got to stick around and see when that will happen,
Right.
Yeah.
A little side profile, but it's just going to be like more of a little reveal.
I know, exactly, a bit by bit, and then eventually it'll just be like,
I'm waiting for someone to do like a 3D reconstruction for flying partial photos. I don't want to give any ideas, but
now that you said that, someone's gonna create an AI Ezra.
I was just about to say, with AI nowadays, there's already gonna be an Instagram profile for.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh, did you guys have any idea, like 5 years ago, that you guys would be at this moment, after being in those pods, that you would have, a family now? Like, what has been your reaction to kind of putting yourselves back in those pods?
Wow. Life happens quickly, even though it's been 5 years, and granted, that's like half a decade, but
since the show came out.
Yeah, since the show came out. God, our life has changed so much. I mean, we've grown so much as people, as husband and wife, and now we're parents. And I think us getting married, that was always a thought, like, oh my God, he could be the father of my future child, So I think that was always kind of a thought of ours. We didn't know when it was going to happen. But now that we're here, I think we do have moments where we look at each other like, oh my God, we have a son. Like, we did it,
right.
So.
And this silly show brought us together.
Yeah.
Which I say silly. I mean, it's, I'm eternally grateful for this show, but
of course,
just the concept of like you talking to a stranger through a wall.
Right.
And that was what led us to
this family
and having our baby. It's crazy to think about. He's on my screen, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like holding him
down
here. I'm like,
oh my gosh, he's so precious. He's so little too. My God,
he is. I know, he's tiny. He's a little potato. I call him.
Try as fast as we can, but yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just so eternally happy for you guys. I can't even imagine going into those pods. I mean, obviously you hope for the best, and that's everybody's goal, is at the end of it to end up married and starting a family eventually. So I am just so happy and ecstatic for you guys. Do you
Thank you.
have any advice for maybe other couples who are maybe going to go into the experiment or that have, now success from it and are looking to start a family?
Yeah. I mean, I think in terms of going into the experiment and like if you're going into it like, hey, I actually do want to meet someone and I have ambitions of having a family, obviously the cliche advice of like being yourself really does hold. And
Mm-hmm.
by that I mean like I think a lot of people feel like they have to put on the one-liners and like this big character act, especially now that we're on season 9. Uh People have seen that that works for getting influence and getting popular online. But I think if you really want to connect with people, I mean, you have to be yourself. You really have to force yourself to be vulnerable, even if you're not that type of person to share your insecurities, your accomplishments, all this stuff. Like you really have to open up if you're going to connect.
Yeah, just be yourself. Like, don't go in there trying to be a character, because if you're really trying to find somebody, you want them to fall in love with you, not this facade of a person that you created to get camera time. So, if that's really what you're looking for is love and relationship and connection and longevity, be yourself. And one, you'll find a partner, hopefully, that will fall in love with you, but also the audience of the television show will fall in love with you for who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
that's even better than you trying to keep up a facade of a character for the sake of like, oh, I'm gonna go in and do this and that. Just do you, boo.
Totally.
And that's plenty. That's plenty. So that's always my advice. Like, just be yourself.
Exactly. And I love that. And I actually love that you mentioned, kind of now people are going on these reality shows. Like when you guys first started, obviously it was the first, that we had of Love is Blind and everyone was
Mhm.
Yeah.
kind of following it, as we were going on through the show. And now, yeah, 9 seasons. But now
Yeah.
people are kind of going on these shows, yeah, just to, oh, like I'm just going to make an Instagram account. And then afterwards I'll, promote myself after being on the show, not really actually
Yeah,
looking for love or
right.
something serious.
Yeah.
Obviously we kind of talked about it a little bit before the interview that no one this season got married.
That's
I think
good.
it's the first that that's ever happened. What is
Yeah.
your guys' kind of take? Like, do you think it's because people aren't really genuine anymore, or is social media now a factor? Well, what is your guys' take, being like it gone through the experience?
I think it's actually a little bit of all of that. I mean, I
Exactly.
honestly feel like people know if they really want to pursue the other person on the other side of the wall seriously in the pods, like going through the whole, oh, let's see what we're gonna do, like this whole hopscotch thing or jump rope, like, for the next 2 weeks. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I don't. Yes, you do, girl. Yes, you do, sir. You
Yeah.
know, if you want to marry them or you want to be with them, this is all for, well, I did have a little back and forth, but I knew I wanted to marry Cam. I was a little nervous, but these people are just, it's like, girl,
Yeah.
you don't want to be with him.
Yeah, reservation one thing, but I mean it's clear. Like I saw some clips from this season 9, and I was like, these people don't like each other for real. Like, and that's how I.
It's like straight toxic, some of the stuff. Now, I will say this though, I do commend them for actually not getting married, because there
Totally.
can be a lot of pressure from external forces, whether
Mm-hmm.
that's production or whoever, people in the cast or whatever. Like, you should just try it, just get married. So I do kudos to them for not, like, if you weren't feeling it, I'm glad you didn't get married, because it is a legally binding marriage. Like on the
Yeah.
show, a lot of people think it's just for the show. No, they take you to the court. You
Yeah.
have to sign paperwork. So good for y'all. I'm glad that y'all didn't feel pressure to get married and
Yeah.
make it last for like till the reunion came out and then be like, we're getting divorced, because that's even more like drama and unnecessary
Right.
conflict. So
Yeah.
at least they saved themselves some time.
Yeah. I don't think marriage is not something you just try just to see if it's good or not. Like
Yeah.
it, because I mean, it's marriage is hard at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. And I've thankfully have never been divorced, but I have to think that takes a toll when you do that. Uh, and I don't mean
Especially publicly on a show like Love is Blind, when
Right.
everyone's kind of weighing in once the show comes out, like, girl, you need to leave him and he this and that.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to really be in it for the person, not for the sake of the show. So,
Definitely. All those divorce lawyers watching were like, dang it.
I know.
They're like, we thought we were gonna get our big bucks this year.
Yes, exactly.
What was your
Going
takeaway
kind
seeing
of
it?
off of that, I mean, this season also seemed, and I don't know if this is just because people were trying to get their like clip, or like you guys saw that or said that you saw some clips on social.
Mhm.
And a lot of those clips were like them being over sexual, or kind of like, like sexting, like I kind of call it, but like
Mhm.
through the walls. Do you
Mm.
Yeah.
think that like and it kind of got a little bit of backlash, like people were like, "Whoa, why are we being a little like
Yeah.
too strong on the sexual this season?"
Right.
Yeah.
What is kind of your guys' take as well on like being overly sexual in the pods?
It's kind of a fine line to draw, I think, because I do think you need to talk about sexuality
Totally.
before you get engaged to someone. It is an important part of a relationship, but you also have not only all the producers, but then potentially all the viewers later on who are going to listen in on
Your
this.
parents,
Your
your
parents, yeah.
grandparents.
So yeah, it's a fine line to tread. But you do, I mean, you do have to talk about sex.
Right.
But getting kind of gory and stuff with it. I mean, like,
Not gory.
yeah, I mean, you know what I mean, graphic. Um,
Like it's like a
it's,
murder plot.
I know it's a
yeah,
massacre.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that, you don't need to do all that in the pods. Now, when you get out of the pods, it's a different story.
That's a good point. I do feel like you have to make sure the sexual chemistry is there,
Yeah.
but at the same time, this is supposed to be the stage where you're getting to know each other on a deeper level.
Right.
And then the physical part is once you see each other. But I do think you should dabble a little bit, make sure the flirtation's there, make sure you
Yeah.
feel that kind of like, okay, he gave me a look. I like that.
Right.
But you don't want to be like, you don't need me to give an example, but
Right.
Well, you don't want to like be totally incompatible if one person wants something very specific and the other person's like, no, never. And they just are at an impasse. I mean, that's a problem, right?
But isn't that more like interesting to see in person anyway?
Totally.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't fully explore it until you're there.
Yeah, just give a little sprinkle, but focus on the deeper stuff at first. Make sure they like you for you before you dive into all the sexual stuff.
Totally.
Yeah. You got to hit the full spectrum too.
Yeah.
Like finances, religion, politics. I mean,
Right.
stuff that people normally kind of shy away from. I think you have to address it because you're thinking about proposing. I mean, I know like
Right.
9 seasons in, we're so laissez-faire about let's get engaged, right? And people are like, oh, who cares, right? I always can say no at the altar, but take it serious. I mean, take it serious. Like, ask people the tough questions.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's also like for the guys' perspective, like seeing them in like their little suite, I guess, or where they are saying, and then they're all like horned up, people are saying, and so then they start getting in the conversations because like they are
Yeah.
talking to someone for too long, and then right when they meet and they all go to like Mexico or the villa or wherever where they all are together, then it just becomes like a
They're
melting
expecting.
pot. And so it's just like
Right.
funny to kind of watch from an outside perspective, but like is that
Agree.
kind of hard being in there? Like, do you kind of relate to that? Or is it like, no, they should have waited a little bit longer before hooking up?
Like you mean once they get to Mexico, once they see each other?
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, I feel
when
like
too soon.
I mean, I feel like that depends on the couple because clearly, if y'all saw our season, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really hold
Exactly.
back. I kind of regret saying that. My dad was like, "What?"
I know we were watching it with him.
But
It was like,
I feel like
leave the
it depends on the couple. If you connect organically, you connect. If one person is feeling uncomfortable and the other person is ready to like get it on, it's not gonna work because both people
Totally.
have to be there. So I just
Yeah.
really feel like it depends. Both people should be all in, like, ooh, yeah, not just one person and the other person's like,
Right.
I will say too, like being in the pods for 10 days, and you're going back and forth, you're having all these deep conversations. It can really like build the anticipation up high, because in the world outside of the pods, you go on like a few dates, whatever, and the physical part may evolve pretty naturally, right?
For sure.
But if you've gone on like 10 10 plus dates. I mean, it's more than that in the pods, but you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
the anticipation is there.
And I feel like that comes back to really actually liking each other. Like we said in the beginning, not just to move on and be on TV. Like you're really deeply feeling this person to the point where you're starting to feel feelings of dare even say love.
Right.
You know, so if you're both on the same page there, then I think naturally and organically you'll get to that point or you'll feel comfortable. Now, if you're just there to be like, I'm just trying to stay on the show, and when this person touches me, it's like, then you know that's something different.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like it's kind of obvious to the audience too. Like we can see that very clearly.
Absolutely.
I think that's a great point that you bring up, because I think a lot of people go on, they're like, I'll just like go with the flow and I'll make it seem like I'm into them. It's like,
we can tell.
We can tell.
Yeah.
We can definitely tell.
Absolutely tell.
Right.
Yeah. But just be honest.
Yeah.
Which I feel like also is like worse, because then it's so obvious, and their little like plot to be on the show to get fame. It's like, well, we all know that that's what you're doing, so now you're not going to get a little fame.
Absolutely. And then they become infamous, not in a good way, and it just backfires.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did want to ask, since there are other Love is Blind, couples with babies, would you guys ever do like a spin-off, like Love Beyond the Pods, like collaboration with the other babies?
Yeah, like Matt and Amber, or you guys know him as Barnett. Barnett and Amber, like they're our homies. We had babies around the same time. Excuse me. Mom throat or whatever this is. I don't know. Everything that happens to me, I think mom in front of it, like mom brain, mom throat. I don't know. But I could definitely see us doing something with them. I don't know if they would ever do reality TV again. But it would really depend on who else was involved and the producers. Because, at this point, we've, like you said, it's been 5 years for us. So we just want to be sure our story is being told right. That's the most important thing to us.
And our 7th year anniversary is actually coming up in like 5 days. So,
this weekend.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. Like, I literally remember watching your guys' season. I cannot believe that it's been
time flies. Quarantine, like we all lost about 3 years during that time.
Like honestly, quarantine was just a year in itself.
I know.
Good gosh. Well, I did want to ask kind of a fun question. If, down the line, 20-something years, if Ezra comes to you guys and is like, Mom and Dad, I'm going to go on a reality dating show, whether it's Love is Blind or something Love is Blind adjacent, would you guys support that decision?
That's so funny. Love is Blind season 60.
I'm going to actually say no.
Okay.
Because, which is
I was going to say, no. I want to hear your explanation.
But I would just feel like by that point, reality TV won't even be reality anymore. It's going to be like an AI concocted sitcom where like he's more like an actor, and I don't know.
Or it's like a whole virtual reality experience.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would look like in like 20 years.
Yeah.
So
it's like Love is Blind, but different planets. Like they're like on
exactly. Extraterrestrials, and
I've always wanted to date an android.
I was like, gosh. So I don't know about that.
I mean, I think it would be hypocritical if we were like, nah, you can't do a reality show. Like
she said dating show.
The dating show, even that. I mean, if he's an adult, like he's got to do his own thing. I mean, my parents both were like, hey, don't do the show. Do not do the show.
Well, see, but then I gotta be the mom coming on the show, like, you better be here for the right reasons, or else. And then I'm gonna have to, it's just a lot.
I mean, but if he's a grown man, he's gonna do his own thing.
See, that's gonna be his whole storyline. Right. Like Dad and me, it's gonna be a repeat. Like,
he's already got the backstory.
I know, exactly. So.
Oh, well, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming on the pod. Is there anything up and coming? Obviously, you've got your hands full with baby Ezra right now, but anything up and coming that we can look for you guys?
Well, eventually we plan on bringing back our podcast, The Love Seat. So just be sure that you're following us on socials and our YouTube, and continue to enjoy the journey with us. We're going to continue to share, and we appreciate everybody who has continued to support us and sent us messages of love and just congratulations. We love you guys. You're our extended family. So thank you.
Oh, well, we love you guys. Come back literally anytime. And when Ezra's all grown up, you gotta come on down to LA and bring him in the office.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Looking forward to that.
Right, definitely. Well, you guys are the best. I won't take up too much of your time. I know you've got your hands full, but I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Bye, Ezra.